Welcome to the Oklahoma Aquarium. The aquarium opened to the public May 28, 2003. It hosts nearly 500,000 visitors a year. There are over 200 exhibits in the Oklahoma Aquarium. Let's walk through the lobby to the Grand Gallery, featuring saltwater and freshwater species. Here is the ocean room. You may see Atlantic bumpers, black drumfish, or a Nassau grouper. It has a white body with brown splotchy stripes. The popular look down are the shiny silvery fish you see here swimming in a school. Our tour guide will be Ron Williamson of the Oklahoma Aquarium.
This tank here, the only thing that's real is water and the fish. Right, everything else is artificial. The artificial coral and everything. But in a tank of this size, we didn't want to, damage a live coral.
Coral reef. The coral reef is a colorful collection of Caribbean fish. Look for parrotfish, porcupine puffers, and eels. Even Nemo can be seen in our display tanks. Look for him swimming among live coral and sea anemones. Let's visit the gallery that features mollusks. What is a mollusk? Clams, oysters, mussels, squid, and octopus are classified as mollusks. Most mollusks secrete a calcium carbonate shell and outer covering. The ocean room houses displays of various water environments: kelp forests, rocky coasts, and marsh habitat. Here is the moray eel.
There's a club, snapping turtle. Now these are alligator snapping turtles. These are about 130 pounds. These are about 150.
Alligator guards are a freshwater fish and can grow to be over 12 feet long.
From the state hatchery, and when they were through with it there, they donated it
This is a blue catfish. Crustaceans. Crustaceans are invertebrates. They have a hard protective exoskeleton. Krill, crayfish, lobster, crab, and prawns are examples of crustaceans. They have to molt, shed their outer skin in order to grow. Lobsters grow throughout their lives. They may live to be 100 years old.
what the source, no matter where the animals come from, they have to go through at least 30 days of quarantine. And this is the quarantine facility here. This tank right here is 100,000 gallons. And right now it's separated by a barrier. The tank was designed to be able to do that. On this side we have sharks. On this side we have loggerhead sea turtles. These guys come from Virginia. There are two of them. These guys are absolutely in perfect condition. So we're extremely lucky to have them. Hi, Guy.
Wow. And he's probably what, 4 foot long or better?
Probably close to 5. These are 2 sand tigers up here. They're from Bass Pro. This is one of our lemon sharks here. One of the nurse sharks. Our 2 big lemon sharks in here are in here for timeout. They've been misbehaving. We took several of our baby black-tip Atlantic black-tip sharks and put them on exhibits out of those shark tanks. And they started hunting and really hurting me. So they've been since been brought back over here. That's a great shot of the sand tiger. Nurse shark, yeah, and they're from the Tulsa Zoo because they're redoing their nurse shark. So we're able to help the locals out a little bit. We got baby nurse shark. We just got them from the Gulf of Mexico. Very popular shark exhibit because their teeth are so prominent, but they're not really that aggressive. They look very mean. She's very mean.
This is a shovelhead shark. Here's a zebra shark.
We send a crew down once every 2 years and get permitting and everything and acquire baby sharks so that we can raise them and run them.
What size do you bring them in on?
They're typically 1 to 2 years old. This is a freezer, and they'll have their food here in the freezer. And then they'll come and prep it on the table, and when you're done, goes into they have these trays of all the food that's been prepared, and through the day they'll come in here, and as the time comes to feed, they'll get that particular tray or that container and take it out.
And then we want a total of 4 pounds. So to somehow mix this bonita and a little bit of mackerel. So.
The shark tank is filled with 468,000 gallons of salt water. The walk-through tunnel and viewing dome are made of plexiglass 4 inches thick. The sharks are identified by their species, their individual markings. They even have a tattoo. How many sharks can you identify? Lemon sharks, black-tipped sharks, and nurse sharks are 3 of the most common sharks you'll see.
It's all sticking out of his mouth.
This is the tank we were under. This is 468,000 gallons, 14 feet deep to 80 feet wide. Our filtration system runs it over once every 45 minutes. These tanks back here hold 50,000 gallons apiece. We never had animals in it. They're strictly for topping off the shark tank. We'll mix salt water in them. We'll full foot down here that will raise up 2,000-pound totes full of salt and dump them in there. This is the diving gate. When we put divers in, these 2 barriers here come out. Over here we have a net that we drape and pull around. It goes around the width of the tank. And we'll pull that net across and force all the sharks over to the other side of the dome. And then the divers can go in and clean the dome and do whatever other things that they need to do.
How often do they have to go in and clean? Twice a week.
Well, this is the net I was talking about that we use to herd the sharks. This is called a shift pool. And this is where, if we have to do any work with the sharks, this is where we'll do it at. We'll herd them in. This gate here, this gate is connected to the main exhibit. The shift pool is only 5 feet deep, so we can actually stand on our feet and work with it. You got a winch up here.
Yep.
When we do physicals twice a year.
Wow.
And so we'll herd them in one at a time. We'll have the captain net down on the bottom. We'll lift it up and then hook it to the winch, and we'll have a digital scale on there. So when we lift them up, we can get the weight. We'll pull blood samples. Sometimes we'll do skin scrapings. We'll check the gills. And, you know, your standard physicals. And then release them back out. We have the tank sharks that we bring in here. Same reverse as we bring in the sharks. We bring them in. We'll bring them in, put them in the shift pool, and then let them acclimate to the water and the temperature and everything. Once they're fine, they're released.
What's the average time it takes for them to kind of acclimate to the environment?
Usually only about 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay.
So they acclimate very quickly. What we try to do is you try to make the enclosure that they're in, that they're coming from, match as much as possible. So
with the water pH and the salt balance and all.
What we'll do is we'll take the pump. We're going to be going back out that way. We'll bring the enclosure up, and we'll put a quart of the pump in here, and then just start pumping water right to it and back out and circulate it until it matches. This over here with the light on it, that's the UV sterilizer.
Yeah, that's now that they mentioned it's like, so everything passes through that, it's sterilized.
Yep. These are all fiberglass filters. They're cool sand filters.
Yeah.
The fiberglass, of course, is because salt water is extremely corrosive to metal, and these are impervious to salt water. The other part is that because they're cool filters, we have a cool supply house about 5 blocks from here, so it can get parts,
Right away. It's smart to have something that's going to work with local.
Yeah, exactly. They're a lot less expensive than monster sand filters a lot of aquariums use. These here are protein skimmers. Protein is builds up in salt water. It builds up actually in fresh water as well, but it's a byproduct of living organisms, animals. But it can build up to a point where it's harmful to the animals. Fortunately, it's not real hard to get rid of protein. It foams. So you ever been to the beach before you see a line of foam? That's protein. That's Mother Nature's way to separate protein out from the ocean. So what we do is we pump them into these reaction chambers and they agitate them, pump a lot of water or air into them. And these big red handle valves here, we start closing them off until it forces the level up near the top of that open pipe. So you can see on the far one over there, it's foaming and it's falling out above here. So it separates it out. And then once an hour, these pipes sticking up, they have a spray head on them, and they're connected to a lawn sprinkler system. Once an hour, those come on, and it rinses the foam and the protein right down the drain.
There you go. Does that go to the lawn and?
So we use a lawn sprinkler timer because it's inexpensive. And once again, we can get parts for it right down the street. We get all the piping, all the plumbing here ourselves. And this is a lot of fun.
Now, all of this filtration this is for most of the aquarium, or just for some of the sharks?
Yeah. Going backwash the sand filters, we backwash and save the water in this reclaim tank here. And we'll run filtration in it. When it's full, they'll super chlorinate it, sanitize it, and then dechlorinate it, and then pump it back over and reuse it. Save the salt.
And everything you have here, your pumps and all, are just made to be as corrosive-free materials as you can get.
Yeah, even these big pumps right here, these fiber rock pumps.
You see
This
the
one on is made of fiberglass.
yeah.
Every area, everywhere on that pump that direct contact with the salt water is fiberglass. All the piping you see here, that's all PVC piping, plastic.
You wonder what aquariums were doing before they were.
Oh yeah. All these metal beams up here are either aluminum or stainless steel. Trust me, if it ain't, you'll find out real quick.
The biologists feed the sharks prepared food by using a gripper pole to grab the food. They feed the sharks one by one in order to ensure each shark. They feed the sharks one by one. This allows each shark to get the proper amount to eat. Can you identify the sharks you see in the tank? These are loggerhead turtles.